Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm tired. Tired. Been a long few days for our family, a long weekend. We've got one down with a nasty cough, just a lot of mucus and cough and sinus junk. Nothing major, but enough to keep him awake and just keep him feeling miserable. So we've got one of those, and we've just been really, really busy. A lot going on, and a lot that needs our attention in a very quick fashion. And so my body's been feeling that for sure, the ramifications of that. Us people with chronic illness, we're not on our toes as quickly as we used to be, and we get exhausted very easily, especially like mentally drained and just really wore out very quickly when we are expected to be on our game. I didn't have such a great week last week. I think I already mentioned that. It was brutal. Scary, and brutal. Yeah. I had a day. I don't remember what day it was. Maybe Friday or Saturday. But it was really bad. And I was like, okay, I can't do this. I'm done. This is scary. It's painful. But I don't get to decide when life begins and when life ends. That is up to God. And so we push on, we push forward, as painful as it is, and we just do the best that we possibly can with the circumstances that we've been given. It's not easy. It was brutal. I had to do a lot of self-talk, of distractions, and kind of distracting myself, and a lot of rest in the bed, but a lot of mental talk to yourself, like, been here before, it's okay, this too shall pass, it doesn't feel like it right now, but, you just got to get through today, and then hopefully it'll lessen tomorrow. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days to lessen, but I got lucky. It was one very brutal day and then one mild day, and then I had more control of my brain over the next couple of days afterwards. So this month is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And I want to talk a little bit about that. I have another video as well. If you go up through my different videos, there are other videos as well talking about suicide and long-term chronic illness. But with this being Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, I want to talk a little bit about that and how it pertains to chronic illness. So the way I was feeling a couple of days ago is severe, intense brain fog, disorientation, kind of like they call it depersonalization, derealization. And that's where you are not really a part of your surroundings and you kind of drift off into la la land constantly, and then you come back and you're like, well, yeah, I'm in my room and I've got children, and I always have someone to take care of my children, so don't even come after me. My children are very well taken care of. They are watched continually, they're fed, they're clothed, but it's like watching a long movie, and when the movie's over, it's like you kind of come back into reality. You come out of the movie, you kind of come back into reality, and then you go outside after being in the theater, and the lights are really bright and surprising, and you're like, "Whoa, it's so bright," unless you come out at night. And so that's kind of the best way to describe it. And so that also can give you rage. It can also give you anger. But there's a lot of forgetfulness that can happen when you have severe, intense brain fog. No, excuse me. So I have to have my checks and balances in place. I always have people watching my children, and making sure that they are safe and okay. Um, I, usually I can do it, but, on days like I had a couple days ago, no. We have to make sure that there are people where our checks and balances are in place. My husband is very much aware of days like that, and I will also make him aware. I'm like, this is not a good day. I am not aware of my surroundings very well. And so, like, if I go to cook something, he will then go behind me and make sure that I shut the oven off. He will then go behind me and make sure the refrigerator is closed, or I put the food away, because I may cook the food, but then I'll forget to put it in the fridge. And that's expensive, especially with the prices of gas and food and housing and everything nowadays. We just can't afford to have food sitting out that we won't be able to eat again. Um, Lights, my husband will say, "Are you done in here?" That's his way of saying, "You left the light on." And I don't mind it because I ask for that. I ask him to do those kinds of things to keep me in line when my days are so bad, like they were, I think it was Friday or Saturday. I think the worst day was Friday, and then it kind of mellowed on Saturday. But either way, it doesn't matter day. It was bad. It was really bad. On those days, my thoughts are not my own. My brain is really, really heavy, and I am very unaware of what's going on around me. And so it gets very scary. And it gets to a level in my brain that it tells me things that it should not be telling me. It is so painful and so scary that it's like, I'd rather just go see Jesus. I'd rather go home. I'd rather go see Jesus than to have to deal with this one more day. I literally cannot. You feel drugged, you feel drunk, you feel disoriented, you feel like you just woke up from anesthesia, don't know where you are, and it's brutal. And so I get to a place in my mind where it's like, I just can't do this. I can't. This has to stop. It has to go away. I can't take this. And that's where suicide can easily come in for people like me, or for someone maybe who's had pain for years and years and years. They wake up in excruciating, like level 10 plus pain every single day of their life, and it never lets up. Or anxiety, full blown panic attacks, day after day, over and over and over again. It never lets up. That's part of chronic illness, and that's where the whole suicide can come in. You just get so beyond tired of the same day over and over and over and over again. Nothing ever changes. Usually, a lot of my friends are, nothing's changing. It's actually getting worse. And they're coming again up against their illness plus life tragedies and family situations and bills, medical bills upon medical bills, and yet they can't get to work. And so when all of that just begins to pile and pile and pile, and then you're in pain and you wake up the same way that you woke up the day before and the day before and the day before, and nothing changes. And people like to tell you tomorrow's a brand new day. Each day, is a day of its own, and tomorrow's a new day. Well, what if it's not? What if it's not a new day? What if it's the same day as the day before and the day before and the day before, except for today also has 3 medical bills that came in the mail and you have no idea how you're going to pay them. And then you got bad news about a family member, or a friend crapped all over you because you're still sick and you're not better, and they think you're faking it and you're lying. And what if today is worse than the day before? That's when the suicidal thoughts creep in. That's when the ideas come in that there's no point. What's the point? I'm not getting ahead. I'm never gonna get ahead. I'm stuck. I've been stuck for years. I'm stuck in this bed. I'm stuck in this pain. I'm stuck in this bad cycle of whatever it is. And nothing ever changes. So what in the world is the point of staying? Right? I see all the time where people leave their husband and their wife, their husband or their wife or their children behind. And I'm like, but you have children and you have a husband that love you and you have parents that love you. But as a chronic illness sufferer, especially one that suffers with the mental disorientation and brain fog, completely 100% get it. I get why people make the choice that they make. Do I agree with the choice? No. Can I sit here and say I've never had those thoughts or ideas? No, I can't. I can't because I have. I've had those thoughts. I've had those ideas in my head. It's been so bad that I just can't take another day of it. So I know where these people are coming from, and I feel their pain deep down inside of my heart. I feel their pain, and I know why they choose what they choose. I just wish they wouldn't. I've lost friends to suicide. I have lost people to suicide. I have had close people very, very close to me almost lose their life to suicide. I've had dear friends and family close to me who have had suicidal thoughts. It's excruciating to watch them go through what they go through. But I get it. When life gets so hard and so painful and you see no way out, all you've seen is the same day again and again and again for days, weeks, months, in my case, years. The same day again and again and again. No change for the positive. And some days even worse. Like I had this weekend, it was worse. I understand why they have the thoughts that they do and they try to do the things that they try to do. I wish they wouldn't, but I get it. This month is Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month. My message to you is if you have a friend or a family member who is feeling suicidal or maybe suicidal, don't try to fix them. Don't try to tell them, but you have this family to live for, and you have your children, and you have this, that, the other, and the world would be a terrible place without you, or whatever. It doesn't help. Words don't help. Words of how to fix it, words of we need you, we want you. I'm just going to be straight with you. They don't help. Ask the person specifically, what do you need? How can I help and what do you need? Don't try to fix it. Don't try to tell them how to fix it. Don't try to tell them, please don't stay. Ask them, what do you need from me? What can I do to help? I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. What can I do to help? I'm here for you. What can I do? Can I come and sit with you? Can I bring you coffee or tea? Can I bring you some food? Can I just sit on the phone in silence with you? We don't have to say a word. Can I just call you and listen to you breathe? Just sit there, complete silence, and just listen to you breathe. Can I call you and pray? That's it. I'm just going to say a prayer and then I'll hang up and let you be. I won't bother you. I just want to pray. Ask them, what can I do to help you? What do you need most from me? Be straight with them. I'm sorry for what you're going through. I wish I could fix it, but I can't. But I can help. And what can I do to help? Can I come wash your car? Can I go get you some groceries? I'll even pay for the groceries. Because a lot of us have very high medical bills that we can't pay. So it's like something like that. Can I buy you groceries? I'll even pay, instead of I'll pick up your groceries for you. What do you need? I'll even pay for your groceries. Can I come clean your house? I won't talk to you. I won't bother you. I just want to come and clean. I want to vacuum for you. I want to wash your sheets, give you nice clean sheets to sleep in. I want to scrub your tub in case you want to take a nice hot bath and relax. I just want to come and I want to bring you treats, like maybe some of your favorite cookies and some of your favorite coffee and or a candle that smells pretty that you like. And I want to clean your house and I want to leave you with some of your favorite treats. We don't have to talk. You don't have to tell me what's going on. I just want to come and I want to clean. I want to go get your kids from school and take them to my house. Let them hang out and play. I'll go get your kid from soccer. Ask them. I can't fix what's going on and I wish I could. Use those words. I can't fix what's going on and I wish I could. I would love to take away your pain, but I cannot. What can I do in this moment to help you? Give me a list, and I will pick some of those things. And then I will maybe find some friends who can take care of the other things on your list while you go through this journey. Let them know they're loved. I deeply care for you. I deeply love you. And I'm sorry for what you're going through. I wish I could take it all away, but I can't. But I love you, and I deeply care for you, and I want to help. What can I do for you today that will mean something very special to you? Don't try to fix it. Don't try to give them words of, if you do this, or if you think positively, or, think about your children, think about your husband, what would happen if you weren't here, this, that. Don't do that. It doesn't work. It doesn't help. Just ask them, what can I do today to help you make it through today? I want to help you make it through today. So what can I do to help you today? Where are your kids? Can I go pick them up for you? Can I bring you a meal? Can I come wash your clothes? Can I come vacuum your floors? Can I bring you your favorite treats? And just leave them on. I won't even knock. I'll just put them on your front door and then I'll send you a message. They're on the front door. If you choose to open, I'll come in and I'll sit with you and we'll sit in silence together. You want me to hold you? I'll hold you. No words need to be said. We can just sit. You can enjoy your treats. I can enjoy the treats with you. I can hold you if that's what you desire. I can pray for you. We can put on a movie. No words need to be said. Or I can just leave them at the door and walk away. What is it you would like from me today, and how can I best help you? I have my suicide prevention awareness sweatshirt on today. It says, "You are enough." So the front says, "You are enough," and the back of it, I'm going to paraphrase because I had it in my brain when I turned this video on, but that's part of my illnesses. And I think it says, "Dear person reading this behind me, the world is a better place with you in it. Love the person in front of you." Love this sweatshirt. It's so warm, so soft, so cozy. I can't recommend the company that I got it from because it was a really crappy company to deal with and they have terrible customer service. But this sweatshirt is all over. There's several companies you can get it from. I won't rat out the one that I got it from just because I don't think that's the right thing to do. But, yeah, I would highly recommend this sweatshirt. Is on Amazon. I think you can also get it through Walmart. There's a lot of companies advertising this sweatshirt, that's for sure. And it's, again, the back says something like, "To the person standing behind me, the world is a better place with you in it." person in front of you, or signed the person in front of you. I really like it. And then the front says, "You are enough." Let the person know they are enough. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to tell them how to fix it. Don't try to talk them out of this, that, or the other. Just tell them, "I want to help. I understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, and I would feel that way too if I were in your situation. My heart breaks for you. My heart breaks for your situation and what you have to go through. And I want to help. I can't fix it, but what can I do to help? Let me go get you some groceries, and I'll pay for them. Let me come vacuum. Oh, well, Johnny's at soccer. Let me go pick him up for you. I'll go get him, and I'll get him some dinner on the way home so you don't have to worry about that. And maybe I'll take him back to my house and, give him a bath and get him all washed up and pack him a lunch for school tomorrow, and then I'll bring him home for bed." Ask him. "Yeah, I can't fix this, but what can I do to help? What can I do to make your day just a little bit easier?" And then most definitely go away and pray in silence for them. They don't have to know you're praying for them. A lot of people aren't believers, and they get kind of offended if you say you're going to pray for them. They can be kind of snippy. What is your fake God going to do for me? He hasn't done anything for me for 20 plus years. He's left me like this. They get kind of, and I can completely agree with what they're saying. I have been sick for 15 plus years. And I know what it's like to have those thoughts and those feelings. Where's God? Where has he been in all this? I prayed and prayed and prayed, and things are just getting worse. So, what's the point? Why am I not, one of the ones that gets chosen to be healed? So I get what they're saying, because I've had those thoughts. I've had those feelings. I've been there, done that, right? So I don't blame them for what they're saying. I don't. Some people can get kind of harsh if you say you're going to pray for them, and it can kind of make the situation a little worse because they're already angry and they're looking for a place to put it. So, unless they're, a Christian or a believer, and they'll accept it well, it's okay to say, "I'm going to pray for you." But it just kind of depends on the person, I guess. But you can always pray for them. They don't need to know. Just pray and pray. Get on your knees and pray some more, and pray some more until it passes. And one thing I must stress, this is the hardest part of all. No matter what you do, whether you did go and vacuum, whether you did take their children, whether you prayed, whether you didn't pray, whether you didn't reach out, if they choose to take their life, not your fault. Not your fault. There was nothing you could have said, done, or whatever to make it stop. Nothing. It's not your fault. Not your guilt to carry. You can be sad, you can be mad, you can be angry, you can be all those things. But I have learned in losing some people to suicide, and also having people very close to me that have been suicidal on numerous occasions, I can help. I can pray. I can go get their kids. I can send them food. I can send them a card. I can send them, a pretty necklace in the mail, something. And maybe it worked, Maybe this time it worked and it helped, and I was at the right place at the right time, right? God can still use me. I'm not saying God can't use me. But what I'm saying is, if they choose to take their own life, and it does happen, It's not your fault. If you reached out and you helped, and you reached out and you did this, that, or the other, and it still happened, it's not because you didn't try hard enough. It's not because you reached out. It just is what it is. And that is a very painful and sad reality to have to come to grips with. Not my fault. Not my fault. I did my best. I tried. Not my fault. That's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? I'm learning. My friends around me, or friends or family around me, are suicidal or, not wanting to be anymore. I push so hard. Fight. Come on. No. This is not what you want. Fight to stay here, and what about your children? And I'm learning that's not the right way to go about it. It's not. And I'm learning that I can be there for them. I can talk them through it. I can help them through it. But I cannot change. So God can still use me. I don't want to say I can't change the situation, because yes, God can still use me. But if it happens and they do take their life, not my fault. It's not. I'll have guilt. I'll beat myself up for a little while, because that's just who I am as a person. I'm super giving and caring to the core, that I take on burdens I shouldn't take on, and I take on guilt that I shouldn't take on. But I just want you to know, not your fault. It's just not. To anyone out there right now who is hurting and feeling like they cannot make it, not even one more day, because I've been there. My brain was hurting this weekend. It was bad. Really bad. I feel your pain. I feel what you're going through. And I would ask that you would reach out to someone and say, I'm not okay. Can you help me? Just reach out. Say, I'm not okay. Can you help me? Or can you sit with me? I don't want anyone to talk to me, but I'm not okay. And I'd like for someone to sit with me. You find that person. If the first person says no, keep going. Keep going down your list till you find a yes. Because God's going to give you exactly the person that you need for your situation. Some are going to be no's and some are going to be yeses. September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I pray that you would use these tips and tricks that I have given you in this video to help your friends and your family members who might be struggling with the thought of suicide. If anyone is hurting or struggling or having thoughts of suicide, I would love to pray for you. I would love to be able to pray for you. You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to tell me your story. Just comment below, pray. And I'll know to pray for you. God knows the rest. He knows the whole story. I don't need your story. Just comment below, pray. And I'll pray for you. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for choosing life today amongst the very, very hard reality of what you face every single day of your life. I commend you for that. Keep going, my friends.